Mighty Ducks turn the double play.
Yeah!
Coach Fields, if you'd like to start off with just talking about the game.
Wow. You know, we knew coming in here that we had to play our best, and I think we made some key plays. The one play early in the game, I think it was the third inning, where our shortstop kind of threw it to our first baseman's left, and she was able to pick it up and throw the runner out at home plate. Really made a difference for us. To win in the seventh inning for us is a feat in itself. We've struggled all year to finish the 21 outs and to believe that we can pull through and to win today against a great program like WT. It says a lot for our team.
Overall, you guys, this was the fourth time you guys have played WT, and now you guys have won 3 of the 4. Is there just something about them you guys have, I guess, is there something you do well against them?
You know, I kind of felt a little bit at an advantage coming in this week, because I think our pitching staff is a little bit different than what they see in the Lone Star Conference. And they had a great weekend this past weekend, seeing probably a lot quicker pitches, a lot more rise ball. And our 2 pitchers are a little bit different than them, and it takes some adjustment to get used to our pitching staff, and I think that that had a little bit to do with it today.
And then talk about coming through in the 7th and getting those 2 runs.
You know, you hate to win on a Texas leaguer, and you hate to lose on one too, but you know, sometimes when you get people in the right positions, you had your infielders in, and so that Texas leaguer beat you. And you know, Chelsea hadn't been putting the bat on the ball, and she got it, and hopefully this builds her confidence. And then Lauren coming up with a big hit in the 5-6 hole. It's 2 seniors, and they've got to be proud of themselves.
And then talk about getting that hit and being able to kind of add to it.
Going up to the plate, I guess 0 for 3 on the game. I was a little shaky. Once I went up there and started seeing her pitching, and I think I watched the ball. But hitting those 2 long foul balls really gave me a lot of confidence, seeing the ball all the way in and keeping my hands high. I was worried about her rise ball. She kept it low. I kept my head down and shoulder on it, like this one tells me to do all the time. So I did it, drove it through the hole. I saw it through. And I wasn't even sure that the run scored until I hit second, so it was a big confidence booster, and team morale really went up. So.
And then talk about coming into the game, mid-game, and then being able to kind of shut them down.
First of all, I wanted to give God all the glory for our game, because I really believe that without Him, like, He's fueling our team and carrying our team, and all year we've been saying all the way to May, and I feel like He's really helping us to do that. Coming in, almost all year, that's what I've been doing. I've kind of had to change as a pitcher. Back before college, I was more of a starter, but this year I've really felt like that I've come into a role as a relieving pitcher, and whenever I was called on today, I felt like, you know, it was just another game. It's something that Coach Fields has put me in enough positions to where I feel comfortable with now, and I feel that I can get that save for the team. And so going out there kind of just felt natural to me, and it was fun. Really enjoyed doing it.
You watched UNO play earlier today. You know, what do you think going into the matchup?
You kind of have to go into the game just very much like we did today, is one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time, and try and stay within our game, and hopefully our game is good enough to be on top.
All right. Thank you very much. West Texas A&M head coach Laskowski and Megan Brown and Amos Slattery. Coach, if you want to start off with your thoughts of the game.
Well, I thought it was a great ball game. I mean, anytime you can get to the 7th inning in a 0-0 ball game, I mean that's a old-fashioned pitcher's duel. And you know, I thought we had some chances early. Left the bases loaded, I think, in the 5th, and you know, you got to give their second baseman a lot of credit. She made a couple of great plays on balls hit back up the middle, and you know, I thought the young lady that came in and threw out of the bullpen for them did a great job. We just couldn't get on track. We couldn't create any offense, and you know, it's frustrating because we're a very offensive team, and we rely on that. Coming into the weekend, we asked our pitchers to give us a chance to win a ball game, and we were 0-0 into the 7th. That's obviously doing that. I thought Marcy threw 4 great innings, and Shelby came in and worked out of a couple of big jams. A flare fell in the outfield, and a seeing eye single through the infield scored their 2 runs. So, I can't ask any more from our kids. I think we need to relax a little bit. I thought we played a little tense tonight, and I think the key right now is to regroup, and we got to get ready and play 2 doubleheaders now if we want to win this thing, and we got to play each game one at a time.
Talk about in that 3rd inning, your decision to send Alyssa on that error. Just kind of talk to you.
There's 2 outs, and you got a first baseman pulled off the bag, and she lays down, and I was just hoping the ball might pop away from her, and it did. We just couldn't get it to pop away far enough. I thought, with Alyssa's speed, it's a chance we got to take in that situation. We got to try and put a run on the board somehow. And Emily Britton is a very tough pitcher, and we wanted to try and get the first run on the board any way we could. And I thought it was an opportunity for us to do that.
And then talk about going to Shelby at the first time trouble and her able to come in and shut it down and do a good job for you guys.
Well, Shelby's had a lot of success against the left-handed hitter that we brought her in against. We looked at our charts, and I think Shelby had struck that young lady out 3 times previously and hadn't given up a hit to her. I thought she hit the ball pretty solid her first at bat against Marcy. So in that situation with runners on, I thought we had to go out and try and change the look a little bit, and that's what we do with our 2 pitchers. Marcy's a hard down kid, and Shelby's got a lot of movement and can run the ball up, and she's got ice water in her veins in those situations. She comes out and really thrives in those pressure situations, so that was the move we made.
I also talked about you guys in the LSC tournament actually fell into the losers bracket and were able to come through and win that. So I guess does that kind of help you guys out experience-wise, knowing you guys can do it?
Well, I don't know how much it helps us, because the one thing it's going to do is going to wear us out. And with 2 pitchers, that's something I was concerned about and why I wanted to stay in the winners bracket coming into this tournament. But if there's any team in this tournament that can go out and win 4 games, I think we proved that last weekend, that with our backs against the wall, we're a pretty good ball club. And I wouldn't bet against us right now, but the road's going to be tough. Missouri Western's very good, and obviously we're going to have to come back and win 2 games tomorrow to get a chance to play on Sunday.
And then Megan, talk a little bit about just the pitching staff themselves and kind of how you guys work through a couple games.
I think that our pitchers complement each other well. Like he was talking about, Marcy's a hard down ball kid, and Shelby's just spins it, not as much speed. Every pitch is a different speed. So I think that once people have seen Marcy for a while and see that down ball, start to get used to the speed and make those little adjustments, we bring Shelby in, and then they have to, find another way to try to hit the spinning ball that's a whole lot slower. So I think that our pitching staff is really focused right now, knowing that our hitting has done really well, especially at the conference tournament. They knew that it was their job to step up and keep us in the game at least, no matter what. So I think that they've been really focused and pretty determined to do that.
And then talk about what you guys have to do offensively from this point forward.
Offensively, we definitely need to step up. We need to make adjustments earlier, I think, in the game. And we also need to understand that ball games we're going to face a lot better pitching throughout the rest of the year. So we're not going to win by 10, 15 runs. It's probably going to be a close ball game. So any opportunities, such as having the bases loaded or runners in scoring position, we need to capitalize on.
And then once again, just kind of talk about a couple missed opportunities and what you guys are going to do to correct that.
Well, I don't know how many times this year we've had a situation where we load the bases up coming up to the top of our lineup and not score a run. I've got all the confidence in the world that that part of the lineup can make our offense go. And, I just got to give St. Mary's credit. They worked out of that jam and did a great job doing that. And then, obviously in the 7th inning, I thought we put ourselves in a situation to have a chance to tie the ball game. And, Casey hits a 3-hopper up the middle that their shortstop dives and knocks down and plays it to their second baseman. I'm scoring Megan on that play if it gets to the grass. And, we've got a chance to tie it. But, every time we had a threat, they answered it. They made a couple of huge defensive plays. And they pitched us well. And we've got to figure out a way. We've got to figure out a way to answer their pitching. I mean, they've had our number all year long. I think every game we've played with them has been a pretty close ball game. So, you know, we had our chances, yes, but I just don't know that we ever really strung enough together to really blow an inning open. I mean, they seemed to make the defensive play or make the pitch that they needed to close the door on us.
And then talk about your game tomorrow and what you're expecting out of the first
Yeah.
game.
Missouri Western's pretty good. I mean, I sat and watched them play Omaha, and that was a slugfest. And you know, I think that their freshman pitcher does a good job, spins the ball very well, moves it around quite a bit, and then obviously they're very offensive. Brittany Douglas hit a big time home run into a 35-40 mile an hour wind, and you know, they hit the ball all over the ballpark. So our pitchers have to give us a chance. Marcy and Shelby have to go out and give us a chance to beat Western. We don't want to get into it. We don't want to get into a slugfest where we got to go out and score 7, 8 runs. So it's going to be a great challenge, and they're very well coached. They're a very good ball club. Of course, everybody at this tournament's a good ball club this time of year.
And I guess you're planning on starting Marcy again in the first game, or you gonna?
You know, Terrence, they're going to read the paper in the morning too.
I had to try.
You know, we'll evaluate our pitchers in the morning. I'll sit down with my pitching coach and get a chance to visit with her. She got a chance to sit and watch Missouri Western play also, so we'll evaluate our pitching staff, look at our strengths, probably look at pitch counts from tonight, see how both of them are doing. And yeah, there's a good chance Marcy will go in the circle first, and we'll work the same type of rotation where we use Shelby behind her.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thanks.